What's up, family? Yesterday was January 6th, so of course, chaos broke out in the nation's capital of Washington, D.C. Family, there was a group of people who gathered to memorialize the Capitol riot. What could go wrong? Well, let's see. Guess who they were primarily honoring? I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. Radical right-wing terrorist Ashley Babbitt. Yeah, that's the one who tried to climb through the window of the chambers but he hit her one time, bam. She dropped. Yeah. Let me explain something to y'all, family. If you want to go to a protest in the United States of America, if you do not want to get shot, pepper sprayed, arrested, violated in any kind of way, you might want to kind of like get out on the wings and keep your distance. Because if something goes down, the police is going to be on the side of the establishment. The Proud Boys are on the side of the establishment until they want to do something and they get caught up when they want to, well, I guess, damn, that's cold-blooded. Being a criminal is part of being on the side of the establishment. I had to think about that because there's so many criminals who work within the establishment. There's so many criminals, like even the January 6ers, out of the, 1,600 of them who were convicted and sentenced, like several dozens recommitted crimes and were thrown back in jail. Crimes that included murder and SN. Yeah, This is supposed to be the cream of the crop. This is supposed to be the good guys. These are supposed to be the people that are patriots and represent America to the fullest. They love America for real. But these are the crimes that they're committing against American citizens. They hate that truth, man. When you hit them with the truth, ooh, boy, they be hating that. They hate that truth. It's unbelievable how much they hate the truth. I stopped protesting back in the early 90s, mid 90s. Somewhere up in there, I stopped the protesting. I protest now, but I don't protest. I don't go to the streets to protest. And I do boycott. I go out boycott. I think boycotting is more effective than protesting, because boycott means that you stop supporting something primarily with your money. And, America is a capitalistic society, and everything is fueled by money, including people's actions. Even so-called acts of kindness are often fueled by what a person thinks they're going to get out of it monetarily if they do it. So I don't trust any of it. The January 6th rioters, most of them, they should have been still in prison. Now, I had an opportunity to speak to one of the January 6th rioters, and he told me that they didn't go there with the intention on overthrowing the government, but when they went there to so-called exercise their First Amendment rights to free speech, they started hearing about people that were being attacked by the police, and that's what set them off. And then, you know how the mob mentality works, fam. A person sees one person in the crowd doing something, and next thing you know, they abandon all personal morals, critical thinking, and individual identity to conform. And that's what Buddy said happened with him. I'm telling you, fam, be careful out there with those protests. You see, they only locked up the chick who was against the establishment. They only locked her up. Those police officers were out there to protect the Proud Boys and the protesters, not the counter-protesters, just as they was on January 6, 2021. They was not there to protect everybody. They were there to protect the establishment. Trump was part of the establishment. His supporters were part of the establishment. When he pardoned all of those protesters, he set an extremely dangerous precedent, because now they know, oh man, we can do anything and get away with it. All we got to do is claim Trump. All we got to do is claim Trump, and Trump gonna look out for us. And that's why a lot of them went back to jail. They started committing crimes quick. I mean, they came right out of jail committing crimes. It's almost like the ones who came here from Europe. They came right over here, robbing, stealing, and killing. And raping. Let's not forget rape, boy, because, America is a rape culture. Let's not forget that. Be careful out there with that protesting, fam. The police is always against righteousness. The police is never going to be on the side of righteousness. I'm sure somebody got a call to look out for those protesters. Yeah, I'm sure law enforcement was like, well, they was already on board. They didn't need a call, because a lot of them, they already think like the January 6th protesters. Yeah, just like the ones who were at the Capitol on January 6th, 2021. They were already like that. That's why they didn't pop nothing. Because if you would have put a different type of crowd of people in there, different skin color, they would have been popping. It would have been a bloodbath. But because they sympathize with those people, they can relate to those other people, man, I guarantee you that there were people who were talking to the cops on the phone that was at the protest. I can guarantee there was protesters who called the cops and was like, yeah, what's up, man? Look, we gonna come this way. And the cop was like, no, come around the backside and you might want to go this way. And I bet you anything, fam. Because they're all on the same team, just like the Klan. They got rid of the Black Panther Party, an organization that was clearly meant to improve the condition of the people in the community. Clearly, there was no mistake about it. Black Panther Party was not going out trying to overthrow the government, none of that. They were just trying to get what was theirs, trying to educate their people and protect their people, that's it. But they destroyed the Black Panther Party and killed its leaders. On the other hand, they gave the Klan tax-exempt status and categorized it as a religious organization. A religious organization that identifies as Christians. That alone would stop me from calling myself a Christian. I just couldn't do it. I just can't be about nothing that they're about. I can't be down with nothing that they're down with. I mean, zip. Yeah. You go out there protesting, fam, you better be very, very careful. Because they're going to treat you just like they treated that other woman. They're going to lock you up. And the devils, I'm talking about the people who are with the establishment, who are supporting the evil, wicked ways, the status quo, they'll be allowed to continue to roam freely. Yeah. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.